At Wind River Resort and Casino, we like to celebrate life's little moments. Oh, and the big ones too, because around here, when you're completely in the moment, that's when the magic happens. Come in and find your moment at Wind River Resort and Casino.
Good morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Mike Krueger. So glad you could join me here on this Friday morning. It is Coffee with Krueger starting at 7 a.m. every weekday morning. Hey, wanted to show you a great picture here of Chico. This was actually yesterday. This is 2 straight days in a row that we did see rainbows across parts of Northern California. And of course, yesterday was no exception. I want to thank Mike Graff for sending in this image here. This is out in the Chico area. You can see some of the clouds off in the distance. And this is actually another double rainbow that has made its way into Northern California. You can see the main one right there, and just off to the left there you can see that faint rainbow that we have out there. Well, again, hope everybody's having themselves a good morning. Today is Friday, March 7th. And of course, there are some different things going on the calendar. Today's national days of March 7th. We've got National Flapjack Day. Hope you maybe get out there and enjoy some pancakes. Maybe IHOP is having some specials there. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe. National Hospitalist Day. Not exactly sure what that is, but of course, maybe for nurses, doctors, the works, right? National Dress in Blue Day. I kind of have a little bit of blue on here for today. National Speech and Debate Education Day. You know, back in the day, in high school days, I was on the speech and debate team, and I remember having a good time with that. So maybe some of the kids out there are celebrating their speech team. National Tartar Sauce Day. Okay, you got to love some of these days. Like, really, Tartar Sauce Day? There's a day for that? Okay. I guess the question is, do you like tartar sauce on your fish or not? I guess that's the overall question there. What do you say we get to Krueger's Quick Cast here to get yourself out the door this morning and get you ready for the day? And of course, Krueger's Quick Cast here for your your Friday. What's going on? I've got some technical issues going on here today. Let's see if we can get this going here. There we go. It is for your Friday, March 7th, your Krueger's Quick Cast. Taking a look at your temperatures out there this morning. It is on the chilly side, especially in the higher elevations. We are sitting at 24 degrees in El Turris, 27 degrees in Susanville. Temperatures upper 30s to around 40 out in the valley right now, and same situation out there on the coast. 38 degrees for Crescent City and 41 degrees right now in Eureka. Out the door this morning, could see some patchy fog for parts of Trinity County in particular. Otherwise, we're looking at mainly sunny skies this morning, and it's cold in the mountains. Modoc County, the low 20s, upper 20s in the eastern mountains, as well as Siskiyou County. But in the valley and for the coast, not too bad. Temperatures right around 40 degrees. See that spinning area of low pressure producing rain over Southern California. That certainly is a welcome sight for them. We didn't get anything out of it except for, of course, some of those light showers we did see yesterday producing that rainbow. But it's also keeping some of that cooler air in place. However, high pressure is building in, and that is going to give us warmer temperatures. And of course, lots of sunshine too. There is a little bit of fog that we may see develop again later on this afternoon for parts of, say, Humboldt County, in particular on Humboldt Bay, maybe northern Humboldt County as well. But otherwise, mainly sunny skies throughout the day today. If you're heading out to the Mount Shasta Ski Park, 93 inches out at the summit. Of course, no new snow over the last 24 hours. And the conditions are groomed and rider-packed. I-5 road conditions are clear, and so is Highway 89. In fact, we take a look at the latest chain requirements out there. There aren't any. Well, that's because things have pretty much cleared out, and we've got improving road conditions across the board. So for today, temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. Some beautiful, we could consider this some beautiful fall-like weather, even though it's still technically winter. And you can see those temperatures are in the 40s. And even some low 50s for some of the higher elevations. Looks like Trinity County around 60. That's also the case inland. And for the coast, those temperatures in the mid-50s. For tonight, get ready for cold temperatures again. Mid-30s on average for the valley, 20s for most of the higher elevations, and upper 30s to low 40s for the coast. That frost advisory, by the way, that had been allowed to expire even last night. There you can see your 7-day forecast for the valley. It is dry through at least next Tuesday, but we got another storm system that will be approaching on Wednesday, giving us some pretty good rainfall, actually. And that's also the case for the coast, inland, and for Trinity County. Look at the snow levels. They are dropping, folks. I've got them down to about 2,000 feet. I'll definitely be tweaking those numbers a little bit later, but especially as we go into next week, I'll give us a better idea. But definitely looking at some colder air moving in. You're seeing quite a drastic drop in the temperatures too, about a 10-degree drop from Tuesday to Wednesday, in particular for places like Mount Shasta, and that'll be the case for the valley as well. Take a look at some of the cameras out there this morning. We have got Lake Oroville, still another pink camera. Is it Think Pink Day? No, I don't think it is. Although it looks like it's Think Pink Day there at that Oroville camera. Not this one though. Beautiful shot. The lake is looking like glass once again as we have those calm winds out there this morning. Taking a look at Main Street Chico on Highway 32. Looks like we've got very little in the way of traffic. Highway 99 at Neal Road. Your typical traffic out there. No traffic jams, which I'm sure is good news if you've got a morning commute. Sundial Bridge Drive, Highway 44. It looks pretty good out at in the Reading area. Looks like a good morning out there. Just a little chilly, I think, for some, especially in the higher elevations. All right, we're going to check in again this morning with some of you, and we got some of the regulars checking in this morning. We have got, what do we have this morning? This is coming in from Lisa Stevens saying happy Friday to all. We've got Curtis Brown, who's saying glad Friday is here. So glad it's, of course, I don't think I've ever heard anyone complain about being at Friday unless maybe got to work on the weekends. I don't know. We've also got Shelly saying good morning, Mike. Been very ill. Back at school now, 27 degrees here and clear so far. All right. Well, I hope you're feeling better. You got to get the kids off to school. Got to edumacate the kids, right? We've got Bill Carlton. Good morning, Mike. Have a great weekend. Well, thank you. I hope you have yourselves a good weekend as well. And we've got Stephen Cook saying good morning. It's 37 degrees in Durham. Ooh, definitely chilly there. It looks like we got those upper 30s and low 40s for many of us in the valley this morning. Curtis Brown saying it's 36 west is, 36 west is still closed. I think east of Carlotta. The big lands. Well, that's why it would be closed. I was wondering if it shouldn't have been the snow, but a landslide. Well, keep that in mind. Maybe you need to go up to Highway 299 West in order to get to the coast, or wherever it is you need to go on Highway 36, unfortunately, is closed. Interesting. And Linda Lynch is saying good morning and have a great weekend. I hope you have a great weekend too. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Always enjoy everybody having a good weekend out there. Well, let's take a look at what we've got going on here with our forecast. But before we do that, I do want to mention I've got those radio partners out there. K Shasta, typically at about 7:30 in the morning or so. I'll go on the show with them on 104.3 K Shasta. I've also got Logan Kane at 106X at about 7:50 in the morning. I do a weather update with him. And on News Talk KQMS, just shortly after 8 o'clock in the morning, I do a weather update with them. So if you're in your car on your morning commute and you didn't get a chance to watch Coffee with Krueger, no worries, because you can check the latest forecast right there on your radio with me, yours truly, on any of my radio partners on your morning commute. All right, well, let's take a look at our long-range forecast, our detailed forecast. But before we get to that, let's mention our sponsor. We can't forget about our sponsors, can we? I mean, without them, whether NorCal would even exist. So, I want to thank Wind River for their support. At Wind River Resort and Casino, enjoy friendly service, a wide variety of specials and promotions, plus all of your favorite slots and table games. All right, it is 7 o'clock, 7:09 in the morning, and we are looking at a beautiful shot out in Chico yesterday. Did see the second day of some scattered showers out there. You see the main rainbow right here, but if you look closely, you'll see that double rainbow. I want to thank Mike Graff, a buddy of mine over there who lives in Chico, taking this beautiful shot of the Chico area and, of course, the double rainbow out there. Right now, we're looking at mid to upper 30s, even around 40 for the valley. So, yeah, it's quite chilly out there this morning, but these are not temperatures that typically support frost. There may be some areas in the valley that could be dealing with some of that frost. Otherwise, you're looking at 20s and 30s for the higher elevations, upper 30s to about 40 for the coast. So, here's what we've got. Dry and mild moving forward into the weekend. Starting off next week looking fairly dry, but our next chance for rain will be here by next Wednesday with some fairly low snow levels. We got some colder air associated with that next storm system coming in next week. So the rain over Southern California is moving now into to the east of Southern California into Arizona, where we're seeing some showers and thunderstorms there, and of course some snow in the higher elevations. That colder air is what's kind of been cooling down, and that's why it's pretty chilly out there this morning. We do have high pressure building in behind that. That's right here. So all of this activity that you see right here is basically going to be riding up and over that ridge of high pressure, and we remain dry and of course warmer as a result. Now for today, we are seeing some of that patchy fog along parts of the coast here, but overall we are going to be looking at mainly sunny skies, even for the coast. As you can see here, we are looking at, basically some of that fog trying to develop here. And then, of course, as we take you into your Saturday afternoon, looking at a few clouds coming in the afternoon hours, that fog tries to make its way a little bit closer. Sunday, you'll see some signs of that storm system approaching, but because high pressure is in place, it's blocking that from coming in. But there you can see that marine layer just kind of hugging the coast there. All right, so let's take a look at your precipitation outlook. This is for March 13th through the 17th here. We've got wetter than normal conditions here, and drier actually should be down there off to the south and east. So, again, we take a look at that storm system as it approaches. This is going to be moving closer as we go into the weekend. There's a look at Sunday. There's a look at the area of low pressure developing. Now, this low pressure system is expected to move down over Southern California, and what that means for us is dry conditions. This storm system is coming in behind that, but even Tuesday of next week, fairly dry. There may be some prefrontal showers that may develop here by Tuesday night, but Wednesday is the main event. You can see that nice moisture coming in from the southwest, heavy rainfall at times for the valley, and look at that snow is hugging the valley. This is the low snow levels I was talking about, somewhere around 2,000 feet, give or take. This cold and unstable air will continue to be in place, but at this point, it looks like the heaviest rainfall will be Wednesday. Then behind it, that cold and unstable air will keep us with scattered showers, maybe some thunderstorms, and of course, that low elevation snow will continue to be around 2,000 feet or so. And then you can start to see, even as we go into Friday of next week, still looking at the potential for snow flurries in the mountains, and again, maybe some showers for the valley. There's a look at your lake levels. Look at that. We are now up to 80% capacity, or of the capacity, out at Lake Shasta, Trinity Lake at 83%, and Lake Oroville at about 84% capacity. So still looking pretty good out there. And, just kind of one of those reminders that, yes, we are not in the fire season now, and that's not something we're terribly concerned about at this point, even though we could certainly use a bit more rainfall. But where we've seen gusty conditions, and by the way, these gusty winds in parts of the southern United States have seen some kind of the red skies because of the blowing dust. But that's also very dry air, and as a result, there are red flag warnings in West Texas, also fire weather watch in South Texas, even into Missouri. You're looking at of course, that the red flag warnings out there as well. Now, why am I mentioning this? Because it's a friendly reminder that, yes, we're outside of the fire season, but once it's fast approaching, folks, and you need to make sure that you've got that defensible space. So make sure that you have all the brush cleared away, make sure that you've got all of that out of the way, make sure that you've got the 100 feet of defensible space, because it's very important to think about that and plan ahead before that fire danger really starts to make its way back here, which, again, it'll be here before you know it. Talking about our temperatures now, you can see it is looking like it's going to be in the cooler than normal conditions here as we take you into really the middle and latter part of next week. We're talking about a 10 to 15 degree below normal here. All right, so let's take a look at that 10-day trend just for Reading to give you an example. Yeah, it's very pleasant for today all the way even through Tuesday, but we're talking about a 10-degree drop there from Tuesday to Wednesday. The normal high is about 64, so we're going to be getting close to 15 degrees below normal by the time we get to the end of next week. So significantly cooler air is going to be moving in. The wave heights for today, they are a little on the high side. They probably will get even a little bit higher for your Saturday. So with that all being said, you can see the waves, the winds that is, are from the north at 15 to 20 knots, but there is that small craft advisory because of those high seas out there. All right, so here's what we have in store for us today with Trinity County neighborhood forecast. Temperatures around 60 for the Highway 299 corridor. You can see about 62 degrees for Douglas City, Lewiston, about 57 degrees. Now, when you look at the 7-day forecast across the board here, it's dry through Tuesday. It's Wednesday, Thursday that we've got that rain with snow levels somewhere between 2,000 and 2,500 feet. Temperatures today, though, are going to be in the mid to upper 50s for Trinity County, out towards Humboldt County, 59 degrees in Miranda, 61 in Garberville, and 55 degrees degrees in Redcrest. Dry today all the way through next Tuesday for places like Ferndale, Fortuna, and Rio Dell, with temperatures there in the low to mid 50s for today. 60 in Willow Creek, 59 degrees in Hoopa, 55 degrees in Trinidad, and taking up even more to the north with 58 degrees for Smith River, 54 in Orick, and 61 degrees in Orleans. Let's take a look at your Siskiyou County neighborhood forecast. I-5 corridor still on the mild side there. Temperatures in the low to mid 50s, even warmer out towards Highway 96 with temperatures there in the low 60s. 54 degrees in Fort Jones, 53 degrees in Etna as we look at that Scott Valley neighborhood forecast, with about 52 degrees in Callahan. All right, for central and eastern Siskiyou County, we've got 48 for Tule Lake, 49 for Tennant, and Mount Shasta City, about 53 degrees. Here's your Modoc County neighborhood forecast. Temperatures there in the mid to upper 40s, so still on the coolish side for Modoc County, with 49 for Newell, 47 out in Alturas, and 42 degrees in Cedarville. For the eastern mountains, you can see about 47 degrees in Beaver, but 50 in Bernie and 57 degrees in Paynes Creek. And down to the south, out towards Lake Almanor, temperatures there should be somewhere in the mid to upper 40s. And of course, for Lassen Park, temperatures mid to upper 30s for those daytime highs today. We take you down to the south. Paradise, you'll see a high of 57 degrees today, 44 degrees for Janesville, and 47 degrees in Doyle. Your Valley neighborhood forecast brought to you by Walgamith Painting, with temperatures there in the mid 60s for your daytime highs. Absolutely gorgeous day, getting basically staying that way through Monday, and then a slight drop in our temperatures by Tuesday. In fact, we'll take a look at that 7-day forecast for Chico. You see temperatures around mid 60s here through Monday. Of course, we can't forget to set those clocks forward 1 hour. Need to spring forward on Sunday morning. Then, of course, we've got that cooler and wetter weather by Wednesday, Thursday of next week. Let's take you up to the north with 63 degrees for Lakehead, 67 degrees for Anderson, Palisadro about 66 degrees, and 67 degrees in Cottonwood. Here's your 7-day forecast for Redding. Temperature drops slightly over the weekend, but I mean, we're still talking mid to upper 60s here for today all the way through Monday, really. And then temperatures about a 10-degree drop from Tuesday to Wednesday. We're from 63 to 53 degrees by the time we do get into Wednesday, with that wet weather making its way back in the forecast. And by Thursday, 54 degrees, and continue the unsettled weather with, of course, the chance for showers. Well, let's check in with some of you all this morning because we're kind of wrapping up the show here. Not a whole lot else going on out there this morning here. Let's see here. We have got Jeff Johnson, who hasn't been shown on the maps here. Good morning. Chilly start. How will it be through Mount Shasta today? Oh, you'll be just fine. On I-5, it's all clear. You don't have to worry about any little piece of dust flying in there. You'll be fine. Don't have to worry about chain requirements or anything like that. Just a little on the chilly side this morning. And I-5 is fine. Highway 89, if you're going to the ski park, you should be in good shape there as well. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at, see what Helen Brunson has to say. Good morning. 50 with a thick marine layer here in the Glen. All right, well, good. And thanks for, not good, I mean, maybe unless you like the fog, but thank you for that report here. And we've also got Sandra saying, good morning, Mike. Have a wonderful day. Well, I hope you also have yourself a wonderful day as well. Well, what do you say we wrap up the show and take a look at some of the cameras around the region here? And we're going to start off with Lake Orville, North Forebay, and it's going to turn out to be an absolutely gorgeous day out there today. So I highly recommend, if you don't have any outdoor plans, that you make some. If you don't have any weekend outdoor plans, you make some, because it's going to be absolutely gorgeous out there. In the meantime, take a look at some of these cameras. I will see you again on Monday. Of course, Chase Wilson will be in here for your weekend forecast at 6 a.m., noon, and 6 p.m. for your latest updates on both Saturday and Sunday. And I'll be back again on Monday with the latest forecast starting at 6 a.m. And, of course, live right here on Coffee with Krueger at 7 a.m. Until then, have a great weekend.